Okay, guys, now this is stuff that you guys know already, but I want to make sure that we just go over a few terms before we get started. Okay, power, base, and exponent. All right, and we'll talk about this stuff in just a moment, but I'm going to sort of write over it for a moment. 4 to the 7th. Okay, now this entire thing is called a power. Okay, now there are parts that make up a power. All right, so William, this is called a what? What do you think? It is a number, but it has in a power it has a specific thing. Ross, what is it? It is not. Thank you, Ross, but it is the base. Okay, the thing on the bottom. All right, this thing up here now, Ross, is called what? The exponent. Excellent. Okay, now let me talk about this for a second. Taggart, multiplication is repeated what? It's repeated addition. So for instance, if I write 4 times 7, right? That means I want 7 added 4 times. 7 plus 7 plus 7 plus 7. And that gives me 28. Okay? Now, if I am looking at a power, this stands for repeated multiplication. This is 4 times 4 times 4 times 4 times 4 times 4 times 4. It's 4 multiplied 7 times. This was 4 added 7 times, or 7 added 4 times. Okay? Multiplication is commutative. All right? Okay, a good job on that. I'm going to get this out of the way. Everybody clear on that? Okay? That exponents are repeated multiplication. All right? So now let's look at a couple of these problems. Okay? Let's see. Help me out here, Julian. It says, example 1, write the product using an exponent. I don't want to write 13 times 13 times 13 times 13. It's much easier if I write it as 13 to the power of 4. Okay? Beautiful. I wish that pen would go away. I'm going to have to figure out what's going on with that. We'll figure it out in a moment. 13 to the power of 4. Kentaro, help me with this one over here. It says 0.2 times 0.2 times 0.2. How would I write that? 0.2 to the third power. Okay? Just to get that out of the way. I put parentheses there because of that decimal, right? Because it kind of separates the 0 and the 2, but I want to show that the whole thing, 0.2, is being raised to the third power. All right? Nice job, Kentaro. Thank you. Rex, help me with this one down here. C. It says n times n times n times n times n times n. What is that? N to the 6. Rex can count. Nice job, Rex. Excellent. All right, I'm happy about that. Everybody good so far? Yes. Okay. Nicholas Q. What do I get over here? T to the 5th power. Everybody good? All right, simple enough. Henry, we're clear on that? Yep. Now we're going to talk about exponents later and the rules of exponents and adding the exponent itself when we multiply or subtracting the exponents when we divide. Okay, we're going to talk about 0 as an exponent, okay, and what that means and where it comes from. We'll talk about negative exponents and what that means. All right, we're going to get to all of that, but this is just basic review stuff, just to bring it back to the front of our minds. All right, good job, guys, and I'll see you at the next example.